This next one's a hammer, too. You know that. He's no slouch. He's from North Prince, Virginia. Come on up. He's rolling through in that beautiful Toyota pickup. Y'all know him. Jacob Powroznik. All right, Jacob. 23 pounds and 4 ounces after 2 days of competition. He has a 5-fish limit. And he was, if I was watching Bass Track, he was catching them early. And he kind of upgraded throughout the day. Come on around the front side. We'll get a weight. He has 23 pounds, 4 ounces after 2 days. What we're looking for is 10 pounds even. Jesse's jumping up already. And Jacob's got a big smile. And if he's smiling, that's a good thing, because I've seen him not smiling before. 14 pounds and 5 ounces, Jacob Powroznik, your new leader. Come on over here, do a hold, and then I'm going to talk to you. Man, this is good stuff. Jacob is not only leading this tournament, he is leading the Falcon Rods Angler of the Year as well, a $10,000 bonus, and more importantly, if he is able to stay inside that top 3, he'll go to the Bassmaster Elite Series in 2022, and I know from talking to him that that's an important goal. Grab that mic and talk. That Elite Series berth, man, you've been just steadily hammering at it, man. You've been in contention since the get-go, not slipping up tournament after tournament, but wouldn't it be the icing on the cake to not only qualify for the Elite Series, but the 2022 Academy Sports and Outdoor Bassmaster Classic as well?
Yeah, words can't describe it. That's what we fish for, is to make the Bassmaster Classic. I mean, it's the Super Bowl of bass fishing, and just to be able to be there and compete, it'd be a blessing. But, my whole goal this year was to get back on the Elite Series, and that's been my whole focus. And then, making it to today, I was, 4 pounds behind and got to go out there and just kind of fish freely, and that was good. And I pulled in there this morning, and, there was 4 striper boats sitting in there fishing with live bait, and I'm thinking, how do you compete with that? And the guys that were in there, they've been in there every morning with me, and when you're around those guys on this lake, you're around the right kind of fish,
Right.
And I ended up catching a big one right off the bat, kind of got my mind going, yeah. And then I ended up catching another big one. I was like, well, maybe, and then they got to really biting. I think I caught like 15 or 18 keepers today. Uh-huh. And I'm thinking in my mind, I was like, yeah, they're biting so good, everybody's going to have them today. And then, you kind of start going through things, then you get a tingly feeling, then Sago shows up. So, I've done this.
That's never a bad thing, right?
I've done this a long time, so I knew when he showed up that, things were good. But
so when you got 3 still photographers on the water and you're in 4th place, you don't necessarily get one right out of the get-go, but when they show up, think good things are. I'm kind of curious about this, for not only for you, because I know so much. You have so much invested in trying to make the Elite Series and keeping this thing rolling. We've had fog delays every day, including today, Championship Saturday. I was really impressed with the anglers at the dock. Nobody was really getting pressed. Everybody seemed real relaxed. Internally, was that making you nervous? Did you feel like you were missing an opportunity?
The first day of the tournament was really the stress for me, because I had to weigh in at 240. So, having a short day, and I didn't really know how things were going to go, if I was going to be able to catch them fast or be able to catch them, however. And like I said, I usually never practice on Wednesday, because we get a lot of days to sit here and practice, Yeah. So I always take the time to rig up all my tackle and make sure everything's straight and all that. But for some reason, something told me to go fishing on Wednesday. I had to get a little something fixed on my boat. Of my little sensor went out. And so I was like, well, shoot, I'll just go down there and put in at the dam and just go fish for a little while. Then we'll let the service guys get there, which are thank all those.
Yeah, they're awesome. Giving them a big round of applause. Those service folks in the industry that many of the manufacturers send them.
So I put the boat in, and I ran to this first little pocket, and like the first cast, I catch like a 3-pounder, which I hadn't seen very many 3-pounders.
So that was good. What'd you catch it on?
I caught it on I was throwing a 1/4 ounce like Damiki kind of rig, the fish here did not want nothing swimming this week. They wanted it just like pendulum down. We call it tight lining. I learned it from CP, Craig Powers, a buddy of mine, and up fishing for spotted bass and smallmouth up in Tennessee. And when the fish get real finicky, you know, but the whole key to it all was active target. I mean, if I wouldn't have had active target, I would have zeroed. I'd have been running down the bank doing something crazy. Lawrence, that's the whole thing. I mean, you could have give me one rod and all in the active target, and that's what I did. I mean, it was just one rod. I would, you know, troll a motor around in pockets and look for schools. And if you saw 6 or 8 swimming together, it was guaranteed you're going to get a bite. So the first day I missed like the first 5. I was watching it, and they'd come up so fast. And before they even get there, I was already setting the hook, you know. So I had to, when I seen them coming, I turned my head, you know, so I could get them. But, you know, Lawrence, you know, everything worked flawlessly this week. My boat, my motor, you know, Mercury, Falcon, motor guy, trolling motor, Lawrence, all my line, you know, high seas, everything. It was just one of them weeks, you know. So, I mean, if it works out, it works out. But if it doesn't, you know, that's just part of fishing. But, you know, God is good, and bass fishing's awesome.
Give him a big round of applause. Your new leader, going to sit down in the hot seat. Leading the angler of the year as well, Jacob Powroznik. All right, come on up, Jacob. Let's make this thing happen. Let's make history. He needs 9 pounds, 11 ounces, Nick LeBrun does, to take the lead. He has 3 fish. 5 pounds, 7 ounces. Second place, it's going to make Jacob Powroznik your champion. Oh, my goodness. Grab that mic. We're going to ask Nick. Do you mind taking a few photos, Nick? Hold up a couple of those fish. Oh, man. This is good stuff, man. Things are kind of, you know, I got a lot of respect for, I always have, but even more so now. You took a huge plunge, a huge gamble. Put all your eggs in the Bass basket. I can't say enough. I know that all the folks at Bass can't say enough for that, you know, that effort and to be right here on the cusp. Obviously, already, I assume you'll fish Grand Lake because you have to fish all 3 events.
I think I'm going to drive there now and camp out in the Grove parking lot.
Just so nothing happens. Yeah, I got it. So he's going to be in the 2022 Academy Sports and Outdoors Bassmaster Classic. That's pretty cool.
You know, you talk about doing that, and a lot of times you just got to find your home, you know, and you know, we made a couple choices and things like that, which I don't take anything for granted, you know, but you know, you kind of stray away, and then all of a sudden you find out where you want to be, and Bass is where I need to be at, and that's where I'll be for the rest of my fishing career.
Man, this is going to be such a fantastic next couple weeks. You're going to get to kind of marinate and qualify for the Classic. No, you have I'm going to say a significant. These opens are crazy, man. You go not catch a fish, you basically lose hundreds of points to the whole field that are up there with you. I know you're a great enough angler that I don't believe that's going to happen, but this has just got to be very, very satisfying week for you and really kind of set the tone for the weeks to come.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's like I said, I've loved bass fishing since I was 2 years old, and it's always been you know, just to be up, you know, everybody fishes to win. But like I said, my mind was just here, you know, to get some good points so I could qualify for the lease. You know, this is all I do for a living. I mean, I do run a duck hunting operation at home, which, you know, it's awesome to be able to be able to hunt and fish, you know, for a living. But this is how I make all my earnings and everything to pay for everything at home. And you know, it's just a blessing, you know. I mean, like I said, God is good, and I love bass fishing.
Oh, we love you too, some Jacob Powroznik. Let's make this official. We got to hoist a trophy. These guys right here are waiting patiently. Let's make it happen. Your 2021 BassPro.com Bassmaster Central Open Lewis Smith Lake champion, Jacob Powroznik. All right, I want to thank everyone for coming out. It's been a great, great week here in Alabama. I want to thank the Alabama Bass Nation, the Chamber of Commerce of Walker County, of course, all of our great sponsors.